first, oh, okay, she'll be a little late. Oh, thank you for letting me know. So I want to say welcome to our new people who are joining us this year. This is a great fun group. I like to try to change it up and do different exercises. So tonight I will show some of the exercises using the wall and using my chair that I have pushed off to the side right now. And then I like to alternate between that. And mostly when we do cardio in here, it is low impact, but I will show higher impact every now and then for people who need that extra oomph. Because I feel like you can get cardio without having to be high impact and bringing dysfunction to your knees and your back. So I prefer low impact cardio, but I will show other cardio as well. So if you're new joining us, it works a lot better if you mute your mic and turn off your video. That way, if you're feeling a little shy, you don't have to worry about anybody else seeing you. But also, that way you can play your own music. I usually just play my music loud enough, mostly to keep myself on the beat. I mean, you can hear it, but it's not so loud that you can't play your own music in your house and still be rocking out while we're working out. So keep that in mind. So I pin myself to my screen, so don't feel bad about, oh no, she's going to be teaching to like all these little blank spaces. It's totally fine. I pin myself so that I can stay in the camera and so that you guys can see what's going on and I can show you the movements correctly, because otherwise I have a tendency to sort of get out of the frame and then you're probably like, what's going on? So I pin myself, so don't worry about me not being able to see anybody. Also next week, there won't be a live class. I am going to a snowboarding clinic. It's for female veterans through the Kirstie Eunice Foundation, and there's 5 of us that got selected, and Burton Snowboards is donating a whole bunch of stuff, and so I get to go to Colorado and participate in that. So what I'm going to do for next week, I'm going to record a barre class, and then how I post the link for Google instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the link to the YouTube. So I'm going to set it to premiere at 6 p.m. our usual time. So it won't be me live, but it'll be a new class. I wrote a new class for next week, but I'll record myself and set it to premiere at 6 p.m. Next week at our usual time. So you don't have to be on right at 6. That's just when it's going to premiere. You can do it at any time, just like when I record our current sessions, and then you get to do it like later on in the week. So just keep that in mind. So next week you can either go to your email or come to the stream in the classroom and click on the link, and then it'll be the YouTube premiere of next week's class. But then I'll be back. So I'm just going to be gone through next Tuesday. So yeah, so I applied and I wasn't really expecting to get it, and then found out that I got it, so kind of like, yay, but kind of scrambling a little. So tonight, oh, thank you so much. So what I have for us tonight is we're going to start standing. We're going to start with some low impact cardio, then we'll move into a little bit of standing core, then we'll come down to the floor or our chairs for a little bit, and then we'll come back up and finish with some low body leg glute work. So the playlist that I chose, I changed my mind and I picked a different one. So tonight we are doing disco hits. It's the walking workout mix if you have Spotify. The first song is the Disco Inferno Power Remix. So I'm going to go ahead and stand up and we will get started. All right, so let's stand with our feet facing straight out in front of us, about hips width distance apart. They don't have to be too far apart, but you don't have to have them fully closed together. So we're going to stand here with our toes, so just start wiggling your toes here. And then let's just sort of start rocking a little back and forth on our feet. So I'll turn sideways so you can see me. So just little movements here, back and forth, feeling how our balance shifts along with our weight as our feet move. All right, so I'm gonna face back to the front, and let's just shift one foot at a time. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring our heels down. Bring your feet a little further apart, but still maintain that parallel stance. Little bend in the legs. Find that position where your weight is evenly distributed between your feet. So you shouldn't be rocking back and falling backwards, but you shouldn't be so far forward on your toes that your heels lift up. So just find that little happy middle where you feel that your big toe, your little toe, and your heel have contact with the floor. So we're gonna start just rolling our shoulders back. You might hear a little popping here. That's okay. As long as it's not causing any pain or discomfort, then you're fine. Our ligaments and muscles sometimes can tense up a little, or we might be tensing and not realize it. So it's normal. And forward. I know this one feels weird, but it's good to do. All right, so let's do both shoulders back together. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring our arms down, roll our shoulders back. What we're gonna do is we're going to lift one arm up and down, and then we'll do the other side, up and down. And we're just gonna take a few moments and alternate doing that. We'll stand up nice and tall. Shoulders are rolled back and down. All right. Up and down. Other arm goes up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's do 4, 3, last 2 here, and then we'll do both arms at the same time. So last one here. Both arms together, big up for 2 and down for 2. Up and down. You can add in looking up and looking down if you'd like, just to get some movement in our heads and our necks. If you have any balance issues, any equilibrium issues, feel free to leave this part out. You can just do your arms up and down. Let's do a few more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna go into our cat and cow. I wanna demo it in case we have a few new people with us tonight. So I'm gonna turn sideways. So if you wanna do your standing cat and cow, bring a little bend to your legs. You can bring your hands to your thighs. So you go through cow. You try to, it's like your belly softens and goes towards the floor, but then when you do cat, you arch. Like when your cat arches and stretches up, and then back through cow, and then back through cat. So if you prefer, you can do this seated. So sit on the edge of your chair, and it's the same thing. So you arch through your back, and if you arch more and like try to open your chest to the sky, it will save any discomfort in your low back. So if you're ever doing cow and your back is hurting, you're probably arching too much with your lower spine here, and not arching enough through your upper back. And then same thing with coming to cow. Tuck your chin here and you like round, or to cat. Tuck your chin and kind of round like a cat would do. And then back to cow. And then back to cat. Just like this. So inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. So we're going to take our arm movements, our up and down arm movements, and add our cat and cow to that. So find your nice stance where your weight is evenly distributed among your feet. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see a little better. So you inhale your arms up and down. We're going to go through cow and then back up through cat. Let's inhale up, exhale down, cow and cat. Inhale up, exhale down, cow and cat. One more here. Inhale up, exhale down, cow and cat. So we're going to add on. So at the end of our cat, we're going to bend and reach towards the floor. Since we're still warming up, just bend and reach as far as is comfortable for you within your personal movement. So if you're here, that's fine. If you still want to be seated for this part, so if you've just done your cow and your cat, just reach forward, hinge here at the waist to reach forward towards the ground and then sit back up. But I'm going to demo standing for this one. Funky Town, I love that song. All right. Shoulders are back and down, stand up nice and tall. Inhale the arms up, exhale down. We go into cow and then cat. We're gonna bend and reach for the floor, straighten our legs, and roll up. Inhale up, exhale down. Cow and cat. We bend and reach, straighten and roll up. Inhale up, exhale down. Cow and cat. Reach for the floor, straighten, roll up. Good. Let's face, I'm going to face back to the front. Let's pedal our feet one more time. And I'm going to come forward just so you can see a little better. We're going to bring our feet to touching, okay? We're going to turn our feet out into athletic V, your first position, and then close them back to touching. So you can bend and open our feet, and then bend and close. We open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. So we're going to keep our feet turned here in our athletic V, first position. I'll turn to the side so you can see that a little better. So if you're new, what I like to tell everyone is that turnout comes from the hips. So if you ever are where your toes are pointing outward and your hips or hip flexors are hurting you, bring your feet in a little, and then that should take away any sort of discomfort you have. So same thing, if I'm like out here and my hips are hurting, if I just bring my feet in to where it's comfortable, that should help with that discomfort. So what we're going to start with first, we're going to start with some bends here, just like this. So it's like our knees are trying to go forward instead of us sitting back. And then if you want to grab your chair or hold onto the wall, if you would like, we're going to go up onto the balls of our feet. If you want, you can do 1 foot at a time. That is an option, just like that. So we're going to do 8 bends, and then we'll do 8 rises, then we'll do 4 and 4, and 2 and 2. I'll stand back here just in case anyone wants to add in some arms later. Stand up nice and tall, shoulders are back and down. We can bring our arms out here. So when we bend, they can come in and up, just like that. All right, arms out if you'd like. Let's bend for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2 here, and then we're going to go to the rise. Heels up and down, up and down. Awesome. 4 more here. 4, 3. We're going back to our bend after this last one. 4 bends. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to our heels, lifting up and down, up and down, up. Last one here, back to the bend for 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 bends. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. And we rise. And rise. Let's repeat that. Bend and bend. Onto the rise. Rise. And rise. So let's slow it down a bit. We're going to do singles. So we bend. And then we're going to come up into the rise. So we're kind of melding it together a little. And rise. Bend. And rise. Let's do one more at this tempo. And then we'll speed it up a little. If you'd like, you can hold on to the wall or your chair. And you can be here. All right. Bend and up. Bend and up. 4 more here for 4, 3, 2. Let's rise and hold at the top for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, take one foot. You can bring it to the front and go into like a small lunge, and you can stretch out that back calf. If this calf stretch doesn't work for you, you do have the option to be here and stretch your front instead. All right, let's switch sides. Whichever style you did on the first side, make sure you do that on this second side to keep it even. All right, so we're going to go into still warming up, but we're going to bring our legs wide into a wide bend or into second position. Stand up, shoulders are back and down. Make sure your glutes are engaged. That'll help us to engage our core. Make sure our pelvis is correctly aligned. So we're going to start with just bending up and down. And bring your arms out if you'd like. Depending on what you're feeling, if you're feeling pretty warm, feel free to make it big. If you already did leg day today, feel free to make it small. It's up to you. Make sure, whichever way you're doing it, whether you're small or big or somewhere in between, that you're squeezing those glutes at the top. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to alternate lunging side to side. It's a small movement if you'd like. Or you can make your feet wider and go bigger. It's up to you. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to lunge to one side. I'm going to lunge to my pink side here. Just bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the bend and just lift that heel up and down. Check in, make sure you're still breathing. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bend that leg and come in. Bend and bring your foot in. Bend, bring your foot in, bend, and in. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to our wide bend, down and up. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes at the top. 3 more here. 2. We're gonna alternate. I'm gonna start going towards my blue foot. Two more here. Stay to the blue side. 4, 3, 2. I know the arms are burning. We're almost there. Bring that arm up, heel up, and down. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Roll that out. All right, let's bend, come in, bend, and in, bend, and in, bend, and in. 4 more here. 4. Doing awesome. I know it burns. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let's shift our heels for a moment. Bring our heart rate down just a little. Feel free to walk about your space if you'd prefer that instead. Grab some water. We're going to go into our first core exercise. It's going to be a plank. So you have the option to be down on the floor, or you can use the wall, or if your chair is sturdy enough, you can use your chair. I'm going to demo the first one using the wall. I feel like this is better for you because it helps you to hold your alignment instead of going down on the floor to your knees, because sometimes we have a tendency to arch our back accidentally. So it's better to progress from the wall to maybe like a sturdy counter, to like your coffee table, to like a stool and then the floor, or something like that. Turn my music down just a little. All right, so you stand here. My hands, they come straight out from your shoulders. And then you can have your feet here, or you can raise up onto the balls of your feet. And we're just holding here. If you're on the ground, you have the option to do high plank or low plank on your forearms. And we hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lift one knee and down. Other side and down. Feel free to have your heels on here if you'd like, if you're against the wall. Either way. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and last one here. All right, I'm going to raise my right foot, the pink side, and we're just going to lift and lower. Four more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Let's lift for 8, 7. So these are small movements, just to where you feel your glute activate. 2 more here. Last one here. Awesome. All right, so we are going to repeat that. So I'm going to show down on the floor this time. But feel free to continue using the wall or your sturdy coffee table or counter or whatever you have. I'm going to demo in low plank. So make sure that your shoulders and elbows are in line. You don't want to be sinking in here. You want to press up out of your shoulders and hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So since I'm in low plank, I'm going to bring my knee to the side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's lift and lower. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. So we're going to go into hover. So you can stay on the floor. If you would like, you can do, this is a variation, but it will still give you the same effect as hover. So what you're going to do is sit towards the edge of your chair here and then lean back, like hinge back at the waist. And then you can either just bring one knee up or both knees. And it'll be more like a seated hover. And then you can zip your feet together, so when we do our pulses, you can either just bring your feet down here and pulse in and out like a clamshell, or you can be here and do it. But I'm going to demo on the ground for hover. So for those of you joining me down on the ground, it's like our tabletop, but a smaller box. Make sure you spread your fingers out. That will help you to bring the inside of your elbow more out so that you're more sturdy and have a better base. Curl those toes under you. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, and on your exhale, lift those knees up, just barely off the floor. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back. Roll those out. All right. Since we're here, stay in your chair or sit on your bottom. We're going to do my favorites, some ab twists. All right. If you're sitting in your chair, sit at the edge of your chair and then hinge back. But your back shouldn't fully touch the chair. If you're here on the ground, sit up nice and tall. Same thing, zip your wings in. I have a tendency to flare mine out, but really zip them in and then hinge back. Bring your arms in, however you want to cross them. And we're gonna go right and center and left. Right, center, left. right, center, left. Awesome. And then let's just go right and left. So we're taking out the center. And let's pulse to the right for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go left and right. Left and right. And pulse to the left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so the next exercise we're going to do, you can place your hands behind you here, or if you want to, you can come to here. If you're sitting in your chair, still maintain the edge of the chair and that hinge back, holding onto the chair. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're just going to raise our leg up and down. So the more that you're hinged back, the more you're going to feel it in your abs. So if you're here, probably feel it a little more through your whole entire abdominal muscles versus sitting here. You'll probably feel it a little bit more in your quad. So you can do it like this, but if you're wanting to feel that core, go ahead and be back here. Let me turn this way a little. There we go. Just like this. Core is engaged. Even though we're sitting on the ground, our glutes are engaged. So our pelvis will tip a little. And we're just going to do our left leg. So that's my blue foot first. We're going to do 8 here. And then we'll do 8 on the other side. So left foot, lift, and lower. And it's not a very high or big movement. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, doing awesome, 2, and 1. So this time, we're going to take both legs and just swing. So, the bigger the movement, the more you're going to feel. So you can do little here, like you're kind of just kicking in the water, or if you want to be bigger, that's up to you. Whatever you're feeling like today. If you're sitting in the chair, you can still do this one, or you can just alternate lifting one leg at a time. I'll leave it up to you. But I'm going to demo this one. Check in, make sure your glutes are engaged, so your core is engaged. All right, let's go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hold here. You got this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. If you'd like, when you're down on the floor, you can roll over and do a few cat and cows. If you're seated, you can still do your cat and cows just like we did earlier in your chair here. And make sure you're bringing your chest to the sky, belly softens, and then you engage to round your back. So take a couple of these at your own pace, grab some water. Then we're going to go into our adaptive jumping jacks, just to bring our heart rate up just a little. And then we'll go into some leg exercises to burn out those legs. All right, so we're going to start with just tapping out and in, out and in. If you prefer to do regular jumping jacks here, you can. But these are our lower impact ones, and they work just as great. So don't ever feel like you have to jump unless you just really want to. Let's add in the arms. Up and down. Let's speed it up. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's march. So we're going to come forward. As we come forward, we're going to step out and out. And then as we go back, we're going to go in and in. Let's go out and out, in and in, out and out, in and in. One more at this tempo. Out and out, in and in. Let's speed it up. It's out and in, out and in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold, and down. Lift and hold, and down. One more on each side, and down. Lift and hold, and down. So I'm going to start with the blue foot out, in, and in. Blue again, out, in, and in. Let's speed it up. It's out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold, and down. Lift and hold, and down. 2 more here. Lift and hold, and down. Last one here. Lift and hold, and down. All right, so grab your chair or the wall. I'll demo probably using the wall just so you can actually see my feet and legs and what they're doing. So we're going to go into a leg raise series. I'm going to come forward a little in the camera so you can see my feet better. All right, so we're going to start in athletic V. So bring it to wherever, we're probably a little warmer now, but still, only go where it's comfortable for your hips. So if it's here, that's totally fine. If you're out here, that's fine also. Just wherever is comfortable, that's not going to cause any dysfunction for your movement. All right, so I'm going to start with my right foot since my left leg is touching the wall side. All right, so we're going to start with just the lift and lower. So I'm going to bring my foot to the front. And I like to point here. And we just lift and lower, lift and lower. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to hold up and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. So we're going to do what I call a bend reach. So you bend at the knee and straighten your leg. It's a very small movement. Just here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Circle. And hold here. And bring it down. Shake that out if you'd like. Same thing, but to the side. So I'm going to point my foot to the side. So I like to be more turned out because of dance, but you can if you prefer to work a little more of this side glute here. Lean to the side just a little so you're angled, and then flex your foot so that your foot's facing your whichever wall is in front of you. And then you can put it back down, and then that way when you're lifting here, you'll be working more so here. You'll feel a little in your hip flexor, but you'll also be working your side glute versus being upright here and working more of your quad and your hamstring. So both are correct. It just depends on what exactly you're wanting to work. But like I said, I'm going to demo turned out, but this is also if you're wanting to work more of this side body, that's also okay. Same thing. We're going to lift and lower for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hold up and pulse. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Small bend reach. Bend reach. So on this reach, really squeeze your thigh. And circle 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. We're going to go to the back, so I'm going to kind of angle so you can see me. Same thing, pointed foot back. So here, what we want to focus on is going to be a small movement. We're just lifting to where we feel our glute here engage, like right where like our thigh and our glutes come together. So it doesn't have to be high. You don't have to be like bent over or arch back or anything like that. Same thing, lift and lower. Four more here. 3, 2, and 1. And pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. And bend reach. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And circle. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. Grab your chair if you'd like. So our standing leg is the one that we're gonna, the glute, side glute that we're gonna stretch first. So you can sit down and do this, or you can stand. Make sure you're breathing here. Flex this top foot. This will help to save your knees. Whew. All right. We got to do the other side, and then we'll go into a plie series, and then a good stretch. So that I can stay facing the mirror, I'm going to hold on to my chair for this side. All right. Heels together. Make sure you're not causing any discomfort here in your hips. Same thing on this side. Point our foot front, and let's lift and lower. Lift and lower. Hold here, pulse up and down. Hold here, bend reach for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and circle. All right. This side might feel a little more tired because we were supporting the other side of our body with this side already, so just keep that in mind. All right. Let's tap out to the side, same thing. It's lift and lower. 4 more here. 4, doing awesome. 3, 2, and 1. Hold here, pulse. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Bend, reach. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And circle for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's do the back. And then we'll stretch that out and move into our plie series. All right, face, bring our toes to the back. All right, and let's lift and lower. Four more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Bend, reach for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And circle. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so you can keep your chair, or you can move it to the side and hold onto the wall. I'm going to demo holding onto the wall just so you can still see my feet and my legs. This first one, though, if you don't want your chair, just put it to the side. We are going to come into a parallel stance, and feet are facing front. So from the side, we're here. I'll probably demo from the side so you can see all the movements. So we're going to do half tempo, then we'll do full tempo. We'll do some pulses and some holds and a shift. So feel free to put your hands wherever is comfortable, whether you want to be here or here. Also, it's up to you whether you just do more of a bend versus the actual squat. Whatever you're feeling up to today, that's not going to cause you any dysfunction later on in the week. All right. Stand up nice and tall. Shoulders are down and back. I'm going to bring my hands to my hips here just for now. All right, half tempo. It's down for 2 and up for 2. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Tempo for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold down, pulse up and down, up and down. A little faster for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sink a little lower. So we're going to come halfway up and back down. Halfway up, back down. Whew. 4, doing awesome. 3, 2, and 1. Hold here and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. For our shift, lift your heel. If you feel like it, lift both heels together. So it's here. Whichever one you want to do. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, check that out. Same thing, heels together. So let me come forward a little. Stand up nice and tall. Make sure your feet are only turned out to where your hips are happy. If your hips aren't very happy here, you can bring like a small gap out if you'd like, or turn your feet a little more forward again. All right, engage those glutes. And it's down for 2 and up for 2. Down for 2 and up for 2. Down for 2 and up. Down and up. 8 tempo. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the down. You'll notice this one feels a little different. This is more of a bend than a squat here. And that's fine. And let's pulse up and down. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold down. Lift our heel and lower. Lift and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, same thing, but if you want to, grab your chair or the wall. We're gonna, if you would like, come up onto the balls of your feet. So I'll probably demo this way so you can see my feet better. All right, so bring your heels together. Feel free to stay flat if you'd like. You do not have to come up onto the balls of your feet, but heels together. Lift up, and then bring your heels back together. Same thing that we just did. It's down for a 2 and up. Down and up. Really squeeze those glutes at the top. Tempo for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, hold down and pulse up and down. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold down. You're probably shaking like me. Halfway up and down. Halfway up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold down. Woo! I know I'm shaking. Heels lower and lift. Lower and lift. Or you can do one at a time. Woo! For 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's take a moment. Stretch out those calves. We've got one more exercise to target our glutes, and then we'll stretch. So if you have your chair and you prefer to be more on your chair, you can be here in our chair, because what we're doing is we're just going to lift here. So you can use your chair for this one if you'd like. Take a moment and stretch out your quads if you'd like. Go into a quick child's pose or camel or whatever you need to really quick. Do a little bit of pounding on those thighs. All right, so either grab your chair or your coffee table or down on all fours here with me. More of our tabletop position. To make sure you're in alignment, you can do a few cat-cows and just wiggle. Do some circles, some figure eights. And then bring yourself back to where you feel is your neutral spine. So we're going to bring one leg out, and we're going to lift and lower, and then we'll bend, and then we'll do some pulses here, and then we'll do the other side. All right. Feel free, if you'd like, to just stay here and focus on your breathing. That is an option. Otherwise, we're here. And you can curl this toe under if it's better for you. I prefer to have my leg flat because it helps me to, for some reason, make sure I'm not down here and that I'm up nice and tall. All right. Leg is out behind you. And let's lift. and lower. Four more here. 3, 2, and 1. Bend here, lift and lower, lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten that out and lower. Just sit back into child's pose. You can do narrow or wide. And then let's come back up. And we got to do the other side. So bring that leg out. Feel free to hold here. Otherwise, lift with me. Let's lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend, lift, and lower. Lift, and lower. Woo! 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse. Doing awesome! I know it burns. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten that leg out. Woo! And bring it down. All right. You can rest back into child's pose. All right, one more bonus really quick. And we'll stretch, I promise. If you want to, you can come down to the floor and do this one. Otherwise, just go ahead and take a comfortable seat either in your chair or on the floor. Come down to your back. And we're just going to do a bridge up and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come down. You can stay here. If you're in your chair, I'll demo how you can do it in your chair, but bring one knee up. If you're on the floor, if you're in your chair here, you can still do this one. Just bring your knee in, just like this. You can bend this knee if that's better, but make sure you're holding below your knee. You can also hold here behind your knee. Just don't hold on top of your kneecap. All right. Just like that. I'm going to come back down to the floor. All right. Flex that foot. You can flex both feet, actually. Point. And switch. Since we're here on the ground, carefully come up here. So you have the option to cross here like this. If you're used to it, you can cross this way. Or if you just want to, you can be here. Make sure you flex your foot if you're doing this one. And just take a moment, hold here, whichever of the three. Same thing if you're sitting in your chair, you probably want to do this one. Make sure you have your foot flexed. I'm sure we all like our knees and don't want to hurt them. All right. Other side, however you stretched on that first side, make sure stretch the same on this side. This side's slowly getting a little more flexible. Slowly, very slowly. I probably need to stretch a little more than I do. Definitely have a favorite side. Okay, so if you happen to join a little late, next week won't be an in-person class, well, a live Google Meet class. I'm going to a snowboarding clinic for female veterans, so I will be gone. I will be out in the cold snow in Colorado. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a session, and I'm going to set it to premiere at 6 p.m. our usual time here next Monday, and I will email you guys and post in the classroom just like usual. So, but instead of clicking on the Google Meet link, it'll be a YouTube link, and it'll just go to the recorded session. And that way you guys won't miss a week. You bring one leg in, one leg out. You can stretch forward if you'd like. You don't have to. But yeah, that way you won't miss a session. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And we can just continue on. So yeah, but then I'll be back in person the next week. So, but I'll make sure that the link is sent out. And it'll be just, you can do it anytime after 6 p.m. next week. Like, it'll premiere itself, and then it'll be available. Just like my other videos that I upload. Like, I'm going to upload this one after class, and it'll be available. So, yeah. But thanks, everybody, for joining me tonight. I know we ran a little bit late. I see it's right after 7, so I appreciate you guys sticking with it and stretching, because stretching is important. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you liked it. Oh, yes, thank you. So, if you would like, stand up carefully. If you're sitting in your chair, you can get up out of your chair, but I'll show you how you can stretch your quad really quick. So you can either press your foot into the wall just like this and press forward through your hips. If you want to stay seated in your chair, sit forward in your chair and then do kind of like you're trying to do a lunge, and then that will stretch your quad. So, but yeah, stretching is important. So great on you guys for staying, even though we ran over a little, to stretch, because definitely need the stretching. I know that's something I take for granted. So, all right, other side. However you can stretch your quad without any discomfort. And then we have one more stretch. We'll stretch our calves, and you guys will be free for the night. If you're in Central Oregon, maybe enjoy what little bit of snow is left. Well, for us in Madras, it's mostly melted, which I'm glad, because icy roads earlier, yikes. So I hope you all stay safe if you have to be out there driving once the temperatures drop, if the roads start to get a little dicey again. Other side. Whew. All right, move our chair or stay seated. Just inhale up, exhale down, big inhale up, big exhale through the mouth. One more inhale up, and exhale. Awesome job, you guys. I know my legs were shaking by the end, and it probably looks like I'm glistening or crying, but I'm like pouring sweat. But you guys have a fantastic week, and thanks for spending some time with me tonight as we all work on our individual wellness journey. So I'll see you guys later. You guys have a great week.